Well, it is the morning of the 31st and bear season opens tomorrow. We're going to put a lot of people on a lot of sites that have bears on them and daylight bears. It's pretty exciting to be able to do that. So I'm sure we're going to be skinning bears tomorrow night. Just some last minute updates before we start hunting here. I shot my bow, which was pretty exciting. Just ignore the neighbor's rooster if you can. When I tore up my shoulder a little over a month ago, I just thought I'm probably not going to be able to bow hunt this fall. I'll either have to hunt with a rifle or a crossbow, but these shots that they gave me to help heal the shoulder, and then a cortisone shot, and the shoulder feels pretty normal. I've been carrying buckets and lifting and all kinds of things. It feels pretty normal, and so I decided to go out and shoot my bow, and I did. And that felt great. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we got guys in the woods doing last minute baiting here this morning. And then tomorrow, of course, we'll bait when we put people in the stands. So we got 7 fully guided hunters coming in and 4 semi-guided hunters. And all of them, we're putting them on baits that have daylight bears on them and shooter bears. So that's, what you always hope for. And it depends on how many bears we kill tomorrow. It's just going to be how selective people are, I think, because everybody should have a chance to shoot a bear if they're quiet and still, and they're going to be in good locations. So that's what you love to do as a guide. You feel really tremendously confident. I told my skinner he's probably going to be up late. So the first day of the season is supposed to be really nice tomorrow, and then there's a chance of rain for each of the next 3 days. And we generally don't hunt under a heavy, steady rain, but when the rain ends is a really good time to be in the stand, so I hope everybody brings their rain gear, because a lot of times we'll try to put them out and have them there when the rain quits, especially if it's in the afternoon. In mid to late afternoon, we watch the radar, and we want to have people out there if possible. Bears don't seem to move a lot when there is a pretty heavy rain or a steady rain. They just go curl up under a spruce tree somewhere and wait it out. But as soon as the rain quits, they get up and shake off and go, man, I'm hungry. And that's a really high percentage chance to have a bear walk into your bait. So the next time you see me, we'll be taking people to the stands, and that's pretty exciting. Best time of the year right here. Here we go.
bears are coming?
This rope.
Yeah.
Well, it's the morning of day 2 here. We had quite a day yesterday. We ended up skinning 3 bears. It could have been more, but man, a lot of strange things happened. We put Dave and Rita on a stand. It's a double ladder stand where the bears have just been pounding it every day. And I was joking with them that they might want to both take their rifles. They were going to have Rita shoot first, but I was kind of telling them, you know, there's enough bears in here that you might end up both getting one. And then when they got out there, it's I suppose a quarter mile from a lake shore, and there's a few homes along the side of that lake, and there was so much noise, and Josh was sitting in his truck there just waiting while they were in the stand, and he said there were guys like fighting in the yard in one of the places, and it was just chaos out there, and they didn't see any bears, which is a real shocker because, man, there's a lot of bears hitting that bait. But we're going to move them today. We're going to take them into a different stand that has a lot of bear activity. It's the one where Keith shot his yesterday. He got out there at 3 o'clock, a little after 3, and within a half an hour he had a pretty decent bear step out, and it was his first bear. He's like, there's a bear, bang. The bear ran right down the trail we come in on, so we were able to sneak right in there, pull that bear out without making any noise. We literally made less disturbance than when you go in there to bait. So that's where we're going to put Dave and Rita today, because there's a lot of daytime activity really from 10 o'clock on. Josh shot a 309 pounder with his bow, made a good shot on it. Scott had a lot of interesting things happen with a bear that just kept circling him and going up and down the trail, and ended up right underneath his stand. And anyway, it finally got to the bait, turned broadside. He put an arrow through both lungs, and it went about 40 yards. Great blood trail. So we got 3 bears skinned. Jeremy passed quite 7 or 8 bears really. Some were really not shooters. Some were ones that most people would shoot, including a brown one. Man, he was just having fun watching bears, and that's, a big part of what this is all about. And a lot of people want to shoot a bear, the first decent bear they see, but other people are just more about the experience, and I kind of think that's the way Jeremy is. It's a 6-day hunt, so that's pretty cool. Dylan just saw 1 bear, and it was kind of small, so he passed it. So day 1 is in the books, and it was kind of a late night last night, and nobody's up right now. It rained during the night, and it looks like it's breaking up here, and I just looked at the radar, and it looks like it's going to move out of here, so hopefully that's good. We're going to put Dave and Rita out there at 10 o'clock when Josh goes in to bait, and he's just going to put them right in the stand, and the rest of them will wait till evening again. I don't know if any of the semi-guided hunters got bears last night. Hope a couple of them did, but anyway, I got to go make breakfast for about 13, 14 people, so I better get busy. See you on the next video.